Hey guys, my name is Justine and I am the beauty guide here with LimeLife by Alcone, and I wanted to just kind of give a little makeup tutorial, talk a little bit about our products. So I hope you enjoy this, and if you have any further questions then just please reach out to me, but let's go ahead and get ready. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do my every single day makeup look. I might do a fun eye look or a fun lip just because we're coming up to the holiday season, but I'm going to kind of talk about some of our products and just why I love them. And yeah, so the first thing that I always do before is I've already done all my skincare, and if you have any further questions about skincare, please reach out to me. I can help you build your skincare routine based off of what type skin you have and give you some recommendations. Or if there's problems that you're experiencing like breaking out or just anti-aging type products or super dry skin, then please reach out to me with those concerns and I can help you out that way as well. But the first product that I always start with is our Perfect Glow Drops. This is our illuminating coconut infused drops. So this is really an amazing product. I was obsessed with this when it came out and still am obsessed. It's been over 2 years now that I've been using this. We have 3 different shades. We have a rosé, we have this is champagne, and then we have our bronze. And here's the bronze. And then I don't know if I have the rosé here with me, but it's just a light, like a rose gold looking shade, but it's a very subtle color and it is extremely glowing. You can mix it with your foundation, you can put it on top of your foundation, or you can use it as a base. But the way that I like to use it is I like to use it as a base. So I just do one pump on any brush. You can use your fingers as well. And then I just kind of distribute it all over the face. And one reason I really like to show how I get ready is because I do not have perfect skin, you guys, and I take very good care of my skin, but I break out a lot, and not because of the products I'm using, it's because of stress, hormones, sometimes the foods that I eat, but also I am a picker. I don't know if anybody else out there is that way, but I pick at my face, which is a really bad habit, but it's just something that is like a nervous, or like when I'm sitting around, I just kind of touch my face a lot. So not good for your skin, but that's one reason I really love our makeup, is because even though my skin isn't perfect, it truly makes me feel confident and covers up any of those pesky zits. Like, see, this one was just a hormonal zit and it has just hung around. But I love that my products can cover all that up. So look at how beautiful that glow is. It just gives a nice subtle glow. It doesn't really change the pigmentation of your skin, but it just gives the most beautiful glow ever. So highly recommend our Perfect Glow Drops. They are so amazing. I do like to tell people that there's coconut in it though, so if you do have an allergy to coconut, just be aware of that. After I do that, I go in with our concealer. So I use our concealer brush. This is brush number 6. I'm going to try to remember to tell brush numbers as I go. Our brushes are extremely high quality. Okay, so I'm going in, I am at the end of my palette, as you can see, but I use literally every drop of foundation I can. And because it's wax based, you can kind of dig it out of the palette and truly use every drop of it. So I'm going to go in, this is concealer number 2. And like I said, you can match your foundation and I'll give you your concealer numbers, but this is just going to cover up those pesky zit areas that I want covered up. And I'm not blending it, I'm just kind of going over it, because when I do my foundation, that is when I will blend it all together. So like, I know I did a post about it, but our concealer is 50% pigmentation. So it is going to literally cover up anything and everything, and it is waterproof. So really great for that under eye area. So this is definitely the problem side of my face. I tend to rest my hand on this side. It's just, this is the side that has always given me trouble, even when I was in high school, and especially when I was pregnant with my kiddos. And my skin has come a long way, because one thing you should know is I used to have really bad melasma, and as you can tell, I have no discoloration on my skin, which is amazing. Okay, now I'm gonna mix number 2 and 0. I'm gonna mix them, and this is gonna go underneath my eyes and into my inner corner. And this is gonna help brighten up that skin. I tried to get on board with the whole trend of just doing the inner corner and outer, but for me, this just works better. I have extremely dark circles, and right now they're back to struggling because I'm out of my eye cream and it's out of stock right now. So really looking forward to when that comes back in stock. Okay, so that's kind of what I do for covering and under eyes. And then I'm gonna just take that concealer 0 now, and I've used the same brush this whole time, and I'm gonna kind of just brighten up the center of my face. So one thing you want to really think about with concealer and contouring is that the places that you want to come forward, highlight those, and the places that you want to kind of be shadowed or darkened so that they're not sticking out as much, you use contour or bronzer. Okay, so I know I look crazy, but now we're gonna get into the foundation. This is brush number 17, our diffuser brush. My brushes need cleaned, so don't judge. But this is how I usually apply it, and then I'll go over and make sure everything looks seamless with a blender full. Okay, so I am Shinto number 1, which is now shade 7. We switched all of our names over to being numbers. And so as you can tell, it just glides over the skin. It is wax based. It's supposed to sit on top of your skin, so it will not clog pores. It is not going to make you look cakey. And if you do look cakey, that means you've gotten way too much. So one thing I always tell people is that the littlest bit goes a long way because it is so pigmented. You are not going to need as much product, which in return will make it last way longer. Average for me, my foundation lasts 3 to 6 months. And I use it a lot more because I do weddings, and I also, I just do a lot of tutorials and stuff like that. So I use my foundation way more, but if you are somebody who doesn't use your foundation very often, then this is going to last you longer than 6 months. And price-wise, it is right up there with like a Tarte Cosmetics foundation. These are our Blenderful sponges. I slightly dampened it. And now I'm just kind of blending all of that in so that it looks seamless and just looks like my skin. So I'm not really adding any product to the Blenderful. I'm just kind of blending it into the skin. And I will say that there is a little bit of a learning curve with our foundation, just because it is wax-based and people are not usually used to like a cream wax-based foundation. It's not a very common type of foundation, but this is what the pros use, and it's very easy to work with. And I have used this now for almost 5 years. Well, now 5 years exactly. And I will never go to another foundation. So that is my base face. And now I'm going to contour and bring some dimension back into my face. Sorry, my hair is driving me nuts, but just ignore it. So I love using our concealer number 6, and it looks extremely dark, but I promise you it blends seamlessly and so beautifully. So I am going to go in with brush number 8. This is more of a dense brush, and I'm just going to use that to apply it. to all the areas that you want to kind of bring some dimension back into your face. So temples, or the top of the forehead, the hollows of the cheek, and then down the sides of my nose. And I always do a little bit around the lip. And now you're gonna look crazy, but I'm gonna go in with brush number 5, which is a buffer brush. And I'm going to just, it's almost like this, the baby of this brush. My brushes are so dirty. But this is a really awesome way to contour, and always do all your cream products first. So again, this is our concealer. So why I love using this as a contour is it is highly pigmented, so it's not gonna just wipe off. It's gonna stay all day long. Also, it is waterproof, and so when you're sweating, especially during the summertime, or if you just are somebody who's more oily, it's not going to move around. Okay, so just gonna kind of go over my mouth like that, and my nose contour just a teeny bit. Okay, so do you see how that brought some more dimension into my face, and just an easy way to kind of make that slimming look? And then whatever leftover I have, that's where I kind of carve out the cheek or the chin area, and then go down my neck just a little bit. So, excuse me. All of my cream products are done. So now I'm gonna go in and I'm going to go into my powder products. So first thing I'm gonna do is set the entire face. I love our HD powders. These are finely milled. They are going to literally graze over those fine lines and wrinkles and not sit in them. They're going to just make you look airbrushed and so good. So I have a double palette here, one for underneath my eyes. So this is number 1. I'm just gonna set the under eye and the top. This is brush number 19. Just kind of hitting all those highlighted areas. And then I'm gonna go in with my Big Mama brush here. This is number 1 or number 2. And I'm gonna go in with the color that matches my foundation. And I'm just gonna pounce that all over the skin. And this is truly going to make you look airbrushed and flawless, and it's gonna really keep your makeup in place. I am not an oily person, so I'm not setting my face to combat oil. I'm setting it to just so that my products just don't move around. So highly recommend that. We also have a translucent powder that is really great for setting as well. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. This is bronzer number 1. I never astray from this because it's my favorite. There's a slight shimmer to it, but you really can't even see it. And this is our fan brush number 16. So I'm just going to take that and kind of deepen that contour that I already did with the cream. So I'm kind of starting there and then I'm working it up. And then taking excess, and our products are so pigmented that you really don't need a lot. Like I only dipped there once for all of that side, and now I'm just doing the same on this side. So that is bronzer, and then I'm going to go in with some blush. We have so many blush options. I highly recommend number 1, which is Alive. It is literally my favorite blush. I use it all year round. It is a matte, and I kind of just focus it on the top of that contour, and I take it up to the temple. I don't really put it on the apples of my cheeks. I feel like this gives me more of a lifted look. I always run some over the bridge of my nose because you don't ever just get burnt on your cheeks. You just want it to look conducive. I don't know if I used that word right. Okay, so that is the base of my face. It is done. I'm gonna go in and go ahead and do my brows now. We have several brow options. That's not my brow stuff. I grabbed the wrong drawer, sorry about that. Okay, so for brows, we have several options. You can do our Claim to Frame, which is a really great option. This is the Lazy Girl Brows, just like brow gel. And then you can also do like an eyeshadow with our tapered brush. But I'm going to show you the Claim to Frame. So it has a spoolie on one end and then the pencil on the other end. This is the shade medium. We have 3 shades, so it makes it easy to choose. We have light, medium, and dark. And you really just want to focus on doing small little hair-like strokes. You don't have to be a professional to do your brows. I'm definitely not. But it does create an instant eye lift without having to get any injections. Okay, and then I just brush through them, going up with the hairs and then laying them back down. And you can see a huge difference. Like, this is an instant eye lift. It is so beneficial to do your brows. And then I just go over the top of it with the medium brow gel just to fill in any sparse areas and to set the hairs in place. I do have crazy brow hairs. And my brows are sisters, not twins. So they never look the same. And I've just come to accept that. But I just love how fine of a tip this brow pencil is, and it just works so nicely. And it's not a big headache. Like, it takes me no time to do my brows, which I appreciate, because that is truly one part of my makeup that I don't enjoy doing is my brows. Okay, I'm just gonna set it. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, let's jump into eyeshadows. So one thing I love about our eyeshadow is that it is completely customizable. We do have pre-made palettes that are also available. So like, we have pre-made palettes that can go for eye color. So this is the Blue Eyes palette. So this one would match my eye color. We also have a Green Eyes palette. This one is probably my most loved palette, and this is probably what I'm going to show you for a look today. And then we also have 6 Well palettes, which is awesome. And we have a few of those that are pure, oh my gosh, already made. And then we also offer an 18 Well palette that you can completely customize to whatever shadows you want. But you can also just buy individual. So all of our eyeshadows are magnetic, so they can all be taken out, swapped, moved around, which I absolutely love. And then once you are low on an eyeshadow, like I'm low on this one, you can pop it out and then order that one again and then pop it in. So you don't have to rebuy a whole palette, which is something that I absolutely love about our eyeshadows. And then we also have some new holiday ones we just launched. So this is the Sparkle and Shine. It's so pretty. And it also comes with a brand new double-ended brush, which is so amazing. The perfect gift for yourself or for somebody who's just a makeup lover. Our eyeshadows are extremely pigmented. I have only had to rebuy one eyeshadow in my entire 5 years with LimeLife because they just last forever. Okay, so I'm going to use the Green Eyes eyeshadow palette today because that's probably my most used one and the one that I go to every single day if I'm just doing an everyday look. So I'm using brush number 10, which is kind of like a powdery brush. And I'm just going to go into this shade here. I don't, shade number 33. I forgot I put names on the back. Okay, so I'm just gonna focus this on the top. I have hooded eyes, so it's best when I do my makeup with my eyes if I kind of keep my eyes open a little bit, because that is where I'm gonna be able to see where to put the eyeshadow, because when my eyes are open, my eyelid pretty much disappears. So I kind of focus my eyeshadows more above my eyelid, because that's what you're gonna see most of the time, if that makes sense. So this is my transition shade. So I'm just gonna focus this above the crease and kind of fanning it to my brows. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this brush number 9, which is more of an angled brush, and I'm gonna go into this darker shimmery shade. It is 46F, so it's a foiled shade, has a little bit of shimmer to it. And I'm gonna literally focus that on the outer corner and kind of bringing it up and then going in. And guys, people get so intimidated by eyeshadow. Just have fun with it. All I can say is that it takes practice and blend, and you will do just fine. And have fun with it, honestly. Like, mix with colors, experiment with colors. This is one reason I love makeup, is because it's so much fun to play with, and you really can, like, if you mess up, you just take it off. It's not permanent. Okay, so literally that's what I do. And then I'm going to take that same fluffy brush and I'm just going to kind of blend all that together. Just so it doesn't have any harsh lines. Okay. Then I'm going to go in. This is probably my favorite color. We did just launch a brand new shimmer that I am really obsessed with. It's so pretty. And maybe I'll use a little bit of it. But I'm going to go in with the brush number 7, which is just a flat brush. And I'm going to take rose-colored glasses and pop that on the inner corner of my lid and towards the center. It's just a really pretty neutral eye look, and I literally am obsessed with it. You could also use your finger to apply our shimmers for some more pigment, but if you just want a natural look, go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna go in with this one just because I want to show you how pretty the shimmer is. It's so pretty. Really pretty for the holidays. So pretty. Okay. And then I'm going to just blend those colors together. You don't ever want it to look like you have lines. Just want to make sure it all blends and looks seamless. Okay. So that is the top. I always round everything out and do the same kind of on the bottom. So I'm going to go in with that green eye palette, and I'm going to use that transition shade there on the lower lash line, kind of smoke it out there. So fun. Okay, so that's kind of all I do with my eyes, and then I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner pen, We do have these enduring eyeliner pencils as well, and like we have double-sided, and then we also have just one-sided. So we have black and neutral. We just have black. Like, we have so many options. So those are gel-based, and they are like the wood type of pencils. So like this, and that you have to sharpen them, but they are long wearing. They will not go anywhere. And then we have our eyeliner pen, which is a felt tipped liner. So I typically use this one every day because I just love how smooth and precise you can get it. So I just kind of paint that on the lash line just a little bit. Just to give a little color to the lashes. Okay, and then we have two different formulas for mascara. We have our waterproof, and we have just our regular one-step fiber mascara. One misconception I always get is, oh, fibers, I don't want those dropping in my eyes all day. They do not. I'm telling you right now, you will not have fibers dropping in your eyes. And one thing I absolutely love is that there is no harsh chemicals in our formulas. So I'm going to do one eye with the regular and one eye with the waterproof. I love them both, and I use them on the daily. Truthfully, just depends on which formula I want to use for that day. Really great for brides to use on their wedding day, because I'm telling you, the waterproof one will not go anywhere until you use our Make Off Remover spray. Okay, I'm going to speed up the video here, and I'll show you the result when I'm done. Okay, so this eye is our regular Perfect Mascara. As you can see, it gives very good length, and it's so pretty. I do think that the waterproof one gives a little bit more volume and thickness to the lashes, but overall, I love how they both look, and I use them both. So, okay, the last thing I'm going to do is my lips, and so I'm going to do a fun red lip, and I'm going to go in with kind of a fun combo. I'm going to use our Cocoa liner. These are self-sharpening liners, so the lid actually has a sharpener, so when you turn on the lid, it will click and gives you a perfect point every single time. So I'm just going to line these. These are extremely long wearing. And they're extremely moisturizing. So I'm going to actually fill in the entire lip. Okay. So these are really pretty to be worn on their own as well. And then I'm going to use our new Red Velvet Enduring Lip Colors. So these are long wearing. They will not move unless you put like a gloss or a lipstick on top of it, but other than that, they just literally will stay all day long. And this is what just launched. So pretty. So they are literally so velvety feeling. They are like a liquid lipstick, but once they dry down, they're not going anywhere. So highly recommend our Enduring Lip Colors. We have tons of shades to choose from, but this one's really pretty for the holidays. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me about our makeup. We have so many options for lips, eyes, just all the things, and I would just really love to help you improve your makeup. Our makeup, I'm very proud to say that it is paraben free, and it's all professional grade, so it's going to be long wearing. It's going to make you look like airbrushed, and it's made for people who are going to be in front of film, on Broadway, all those things. So I love that I can offer this to women. And if you watched this, if you made it to the end of this, thank you so much for watching. And this was a really fun event to be a part of. And I hope that I can help you do a makeup bag of makeover or something. So, all right, you guys have a fabulous Sunday, and I will see you guys soon, hopefully.